I'm Dylan Black. We are live today. Winterlude, weekend number 2 kicks off, and look where we are, the Byward Market. You might recognize that sign in behind us. It is the Crystal Gardens, and look who is with us, spokesperson for Canadian Heritage. Let's say hi to Denise LeBlanc joining us.
Hi, happy Winterlude.
Nice to have you here. Wow, second weekend already.
I know, it's flying by. It goes fast
Weather
when you're having fun.
should be okay. The weather, like it's not minus 30. We got some winds, but that's all right.
Yeah, you know what? We never really worry about the weather because 41 years of Winterlude, the number one thing you learn is that the weather's super unpredictable. So you just roll with it,
Yeah.
and everything's going to go ahead as planned. And if it doesn't, then there's always contingency plans in place to make sure that as much of the activities go forward as possible.
It's better to have a winterlude than a springlude. Like some years when the canal's completely thawed out and it's not exactly winter. So it's nice that we're having some snowflakes right now.
Well, you know what's nice about Winterlude, that even if the canal isn't good to go, there's so many activities in all of our cultural institutions here as well, inside indoor activities, that it's really kind of weatherproof, that there's a lot going on, so that you should still come to town anyways if you're coming from outside Ottawa, because you can always do something.
That's good. Okay, before we get to those activities, who's beside you? That's a very familiar
That's
face.
Papa Ice Hog.
Papa Ice Hog.
Yeah.
And of course the Ice Hog's a big part of Winterlude for so many years. It wouldn't be Winterlude without the Ice Hogs roaming around. They get their steps into their pedometers for sure.
They really do, yeah. It's like ramped up this week.
Okay, so a bit of a new vision this year as well when it comes to Winterlude.
Yeah, so Winterlude, so we're in the Byward Market, so Winterlude, I guess we should say, is getting more urbanized. So it's becoming more urban, more inclusive, more diverse. So you'll see new destinations like here in the Byward Market and Spark Street as well, the Glebe, downtown Rideau. There's so much to do in all of those zones that we're really taking advantage of that and bringing the Winterlude activities to where the people already are.
Now, it's a different location for Crystal Garden this year as well.
It is. It's right here in the Byward Market. So the International Ice Carving Competition was last weekend, and those carvings are still up and beautiful, and people can come and take a look at them this weekend. Also this weekend there's live ice carving. On Saturday it's the Ice Carving Championship, so you're going to see carvers going head to head in these rounds until we finally come out with a champion. And on Sunday it's the Ice Carving Secrets, so they'll be doing demonstrations and sharing some of their skills and knowledge with the people.
Fun. Now, the Rideau Canal Skateway, the conditions vary by day, by hour, but there's still plenty of events happening this weekend.
Yeah. So the Rideau Canal Skateway, of course, managed by our wonderful partners at the National Capital Commission, and they're working really hard on this skateway, I know, right now. Ice Dragon Boat takes place there this weekend, and so those are the giant boats, and you're going to talk about that a little bit later, I think, on the show.
Yep.
And they're beautiful, they're colorful, and there's teams that are in them from all over, and they're super excited. They're all out there, and they're getting ready to practice and getting ready to roll so that they can come out with a winner on that one too. A lot of competition going on.
I even read that there's going to be a free hot dog lunch on Saturday at the Rideau Canal.
That's right. At Dow's, where the Ice Dragon boat's taking place.
Yeah. Anytime I see the word "free" beside hot dog, I mean we got to make note of that.
Well, and you know what? That's what's so great about Winterlude, is that so many of the activities are free, and so if there's people coming to town, that they can spend their dollars elsewhere to enhance their visit while they're here, because everything that essentially there's the skating, there's the sliding, there's the ice carvings, there's so much that is free that you can really take advantage of that.
Last weekend you were behind the scenes, but we were broadcasting from Jacques Cartier Park, so obviously lots going on there as well this weekend.
Yeah, Jacques Cartier Park is gorgeous. It's where everything is big. Everything's big in Jacques Cartier Park. The slides are big, the snow sculptures are big, the zip line's a big thrilling experience.
Definitely.
There's also Indigenous activities there this weekend, as there was last weekend. So there's the snow snake that you can try, there's lacrosse you can try, and this weekend you can do some Indigenous language activities inside Maison Charon. You can warm up and you can learn how to write your name in Inuktitut.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's fun. And you have some beautiful rainbow flags with you as well?
I do. We're super excited about this because this is the first ever Winter Pride in the nation's capital. And it's taking place this weekend. It starts tonight, actually, on Spark Street. So we talked about how Winterlude is becoming more urban, and so that's another one of our urban centers. So tonight on Spark Street, starting at 6 o'clock, it's an ice cabaret with Mado. And if you've never heard of Mado, she's like this over-the-top personality. She's from Montreal. She's like the most famous drag queen in Quebec, I think. And she's coming here to put on a great show for people. And then tomorrow night on the stage, it's Saturday Night Divas. So another really super great experience. You can get moving and grooving. Papa Ice Hog likes that.
Yeah.
There's also activities during the day. There's an interactive ice carving with rainbow blocks that people can participate in and put the blocks up. And on Sunday there's a march, so a little bit more of a serious tone. but very, very important. It starts at 12 o'clock on Parliament Hill. People can gather, and then they're going to march from Parliament Hill to Sparks Street. And this is to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the partial decriminalization of homosexuality. So it's very important, and we're really happy to partner with the LGBTQ2+ community and Capital Pride to put on all sorts of activities this weekend.
Okay, and I'm hoping the weather will be nice for that as well. How many volunteers would you say take part in everything that's going on?
You know, we couldn't do any of this without the 700 volunteers that give their time to Winterlude. So it's 3 weekends. It's essentially 2 huge weeks. It goes right through to Family Day Monday. And so there's a lot that's involved in that, and there's a lot of people that really donate their time and their expertise to really make it all wonderful.
Yeah, super busy. And of course, all the events, the website's always keeping you up to date with everything that's going on.
Yeah. So go to canada.ca/Winterlude. There's this really great functioning tool on there. It's a little calendar of events. If you click on that and you pick the day that you want and the park that you're going to or the destination that you're going to, or if you don't really know where you want to go, you can just go by themes as well and sort of pick out things that are really important to you that you want to see and adventure through.
Sorry, did you mention the winter celebration as well happening at Rideau Hall?
Oh yeah, we don't want to miss that.
No, you don't.
That's actually going to be spectacular. This is the Governor General's place at Rideau Hall. And so if you're in the Byward Market tomorrow, there's a free bus that can take you here to there. There's shuttles that go. It's from 12:30 to 4, and they have all sorts of activities. There's curling, there's skating, of course, on the beautiful rink that they've got there.
Yeah.
There's cross-country skiing. There's all sorts of demonstrations from museums like the Aviation Museum is going to be there, and Science and Tech is going to be there. So there's all sorts of really neat interactive stuff to do. They have action-packed the program for that.
Well, if someone was to walk up to you and say, what is the one thing that I have to do over the course of 3 weekends at Winterlude, what is it?
Well, there is no simpler answer than that than getting an ice hog hug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Fair
you can
enough.
do that in Jacques-Cartier Park. That's the home of the ice hog family.
That is
So yeah,
amazing.
you can
That's
bring
where
your
they're
kids there. That's where they're at most of the time when they're not roaming around and partying. And,
Yeah, well, today we have Papa Ice Hog with us, and we're coming to you live from Crystal Gardens at the Byward Market. Thank you very much for being here, Denise.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. More Winterlude as we're live. Daytime Ottawa is here on Rogers TV in moments.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at gabrielpizza.com. This program is brought to you in part by Kiwanis TV Bingo. You can watch Kiwanis TV Bingo Monday nights at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV or online at rogerstv.com.
Do you have something to share? Let everyone know about your next meeting, your need for volunteers, or your fundraising event on the Rogers TV Community Billboard. Send us your words and we'll bring them to life on Rogers TV and rogerstv.com. When it's time to spread the word, go to rogerstv.com to add your announcement to the Community Billboard.
Play 4 games of bingo from the comfort of your own home each Monday at 7 p.m. for your chance to win money from our $2,000 regular bingo or $5,000 super bingo night. Kiwanis TV Bingo Mondays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
I'm Dylan Black. We're live at Crystal Gardens, Byward Market. What an exciting event. The 2019 Ice Dragon Boat Championships happening this weekend. Let's say hello to the Vice President of the International Ice Dragon Boat Federation. Matt Smith joins us.
How you doing?
Good to have you here. So now it's actually the largest festival of its kind?
Outside of China, yeah.
Outside of China.
Outside of China. This sport's been around a little longer in China. It's where it comes from originally. Very popular over there. But outside of there, it's no one is coming close to the Ottawa Festival yet.
Okay. Now, it's a fairly new sport, though? It hasn't been around for too long, or how long has it been around?
It's been in Canada for 3 years.
3 years in Canada.
Ottawa was the first place to do it. It's been in China for about 6 or 7, and it developed as an extension of the water sport.
Okay. So how did it get across all the way here to Ottawa 3 years ago?
The developer of the sport, a gentleman called Mr. Law, who will be here this weekend, the president of the International Federation, wanted to branch out. He started in China, and Ottawa was the first city he contacted.
Now, we've heard, of course, about the one that happens in the summertime, the Dragon Boat Festival. Now, this is ice dragon boat boating. So what exactly happens? Because it doesn't sound like you can boat too much on ice.
It's more, I guess it's more similar to a bobsled, if you would. The boats are mounted on runners, and the runners look just like a bobsled runners. 10 paddlers in a boat. Summer boats will have 20, so 10 paddlers, a little less weight. And the rather than a blade on the paddle, they've got a pick on the end that's going to dig into the ice to push the boat forward. Okay,
so do you need experience to do this? Because you've got a lot of teams this weekend.
Yeah, it's the beauty of dragon boating, water or ice, is its accessibility. And with the teams here, about 30% of them are very competitive. These are teams that practice all year round on the water side. But a lot of them are just recreational athletes that want to come out and enjoy a day and do something fun with their family and friends. And that's probably the majority of the people taking part.
Okay, so the tournament's taking place today, tomorrow. So how does it work?
So today the teams are practicing. The boats came in last night and have been set up. Teams all get a training session tonight. And then tomorrow the races will start at 9 o'clock, end at 7 o'clock. And it follows kind of a traditional athletics tournament structure where there'll be heats in the morning, then semifinals and finals in the evening.
How many teams are there lined up at this point?
125.
125.
125.
Okay. So now, have they raised money? Because I know that you have a fundraising component as well.
Yeah. So this is a great. It's a community event, and it also supports a lot of charities. I don't have the exact total in front of me.
That's okay.
But I know they're raising money for like the Tim Hortons Children's Camp and the Boys and Girls Club. So both the summer and winter festivals do a lot of fundraising.
Very good initiatives, good foundations, obviously, to be a part of, to raise money for. And you have some concerts as well.
Yeah, there's always a lot of entertainment. So if you want to come down with your family, you can come watch some races, or you can stick around and watch some of the shows. Bedouin Sound Clash is going to be headlining the acts tonight, and there's a lot of music lined up for tomorrow in the Dow's Lake Pavilion as well.
I know we have Ottawa guy Jeremy Fisher who's going to be performing as well, so he's a fan favorite. Now I always ask about volunteers, and I know that the whole Winterlude Festival over the course of 3 weekends takes so many volunteers. So as far as your event is concerned, how many people are on board?
There's about 400 volunteers.
Wow.
To help out with the event.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there is. It's a lot of coordination. We've got a lot of people. Races going every 5 minutes. There's a lot of people to move and take care of.
Okay. Now, are you able to talk about the Ottawa Dragon Boat Festival that comes up?
Sure.
Is that your bag too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because just to warm people up a little bit. I mean, it gets bigger and better every year, it seems.
It's a big festival. The Ottawa Festival is the largest festival in Canada. 200 plus teams, tens of thousands of people coming to the music shows at night. It's a big event, big international event too.
As far as this one's happening this weekend, the Winterlude Festival, of course, the Ice Dragon Boat Festival. What about things like parking and accessibility? Like, is it easy to get to view all of this fun?
It's easy to get parking. The best thing to do is go to the website and check out the directions on there. Give yourself a bit of time because it's very busy. But if you've got a pair of skates, you can just skate over to the event.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Only in Canada, right, when you can do something like that. Sorry, did you mention the fees to attend?
Yeah, free admission.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's great. But obviously you're always looking for donations, I'm sure.
Of course, yeah.
To help out the great causes.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, you don't really need too much experience, but perhaps people should maybe do some stretches and stuff before they get out there.
A little warm up, especially in if it's minus 10 degrees outside. A little warm up always helps. Yeah.
Just to recap then, so when does all the fun take place tomorrow? Because that's when the competitions begin, correct?
So starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, the heats will be going off. Be races every 5 minutes. So if you show up at any time of the day, you're going to see some action. And then the big races will be happening in the evening between 5 and 7 p.m., the final races.
The concerts begin when exactly, if people are wanting to check those out?
I believe this evening, I have to check the website. I don't have the exact time in front of me, but probably around 5, 6 o'clock, yeah.
Amazing. Check that out, icedragonboat.ca. Matt Smith, have fun. Stay warm.
All right. Thanks.
Great work. And, of course, we have much more coming to you from Crystal Garden, Byward Market. I'm Dylan Black. It's Daytime Ottawa.
This program is brought to you in part by Kiwanis TV Bingo. You can watch Kiwanis TV Bingo Monday nights at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV or online at rogerstv.com.
As we get older, we all want to live happy, healthy, and maintain our independence. Making healthy choices is one of the many ways we can help make that happen. So grab a water bottle, a towel, some hand weights, and join Anita Finley 6 days a week as she takes you through workouts that will help increase your strength and balance. As well, Ottawa Public Health has some great tips on how you can maintain a healthy and independent lifestyle. Join us for better strength, better balance, only on Rogers TV.
City TV invites you to the 61st Annual Grammy Awards.
Celebrating musical excellence. I'm shaking.
Join us for exclusive Canadian coverage live from the red carpet with your host Tracy Moore, resident music expert Devo Brown, and fashion correspondent Lauren Howe.
And the Grammy goes to...
That's love, baby. Look at me. I'm at the Grammys right now.
With performances by Cardi B, Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello, Post Malone, and more. The 61st Annual Grammy Awards, Sunday, February 10th on City TV.
Dylan Black. It's Winterlude weekend number 2 kicking off here in the Byward Market. And you know what? The 28th annual Stew Cook-Off happened today. The first annual Winterlude Stew and Brew is happening as well. We've got all the details right now. Let's say hello to Yasna Jennings, Executive Director of the Byward Market BIA. How are you? Good. We'll need to share that
I'm
mic a
great. How are you doing,
Good to
Dylan?
have you.
Welcome to the market.
Thank you very much. And Roseanne Imard as well. You are also with the Lowertown Community Resource Center. Very important.
Yes,
important to work that you do. So let's talk about everything that's been going on. Now this wraps up, the Stew Cook-Off wraps up 2 o'clock today.
Right.
But can you give us a bit of a history of what exactly happens with the Stew Cook-Off?
Absolutely. So this is our 28th annual Winterlude Stew Cook-Off, and it's $10 all you can eat, and every penny of that $10 goes to our recipient charity, which is the Lowertown Community Resource Center, and we've been partnering with them for a few years now. We're really happy to partner with them. They're right here in our community. So we have got a wide variety of restaurants who do their best. It is heavy competition amongst the chefs. And people are, invited to try as many as you can. I don't know that most can get through all of them. And vote for their favorite through the People's Choice Award, the Top Shelf People's Choice Awards. And then we also have celebrity judges who are, picking their favorites.
And I have had the pleasure of being a judge many years back, and it's a lot of fun. 28 years is a rich history, right? So let's talk about the good things that happen at Lowertown Community Resource Center. So give us a bit of a history lesson on what you're all about.
Well, we've been at it for 40 years. The Lowertown Community Resource Center offers all kinds of services to help residents in the community, particularly to improve their quality of life. We offer services for all ages, so going from play groups to day camps to after-school programs, counseling, crisis intervention, as well as seniors programming as well. The funds, and thank you for giving the funds to us, is for the community house. And the community house served just in the past year 1,500 people.
My gosh.
670 households. And essentially, we're really aiming at bettering the food security, obviously. So the funds go directly to buy some food, such as bread, milk,
all the important stuff,
all the basic stuff that people need, and to be able to give it to everybody that needs them.
Okay, Yasna, can you tell me? Sorry, did you mention how much money you're hoping to raise? Is there a number that's hoped to be raised every year?
Well, I would say on average we see around 600 people. So within an hour and a half or 2 hours, we're raising about $6,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's amazing, and for a really
Roseanne,
great
that's got to feel good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I think you are we trying?
Yes.
Because
so,
I'm okay to eat stuff, sure.
Please, give it a try. So I will share that amongst the Byward Market restaurants that are featured here, we also partner with some of our community partners. So this is a sample from the Ottawa Mission, and they have a cooking program at their facility. And I'm going to tell you, the Ottawa Mission is a crowd favorite many years, and it's always really great. So this is their submission this year. We also have submission from Shepherds of Good Hope. So it's a really great way too that we're showing like this is a real community event.
Yeah.
Funds going to a great community cause, and then it also gives our partners the opportunity for some exposure for their programs.
Fantastic stuff there. Okay, so let's talk about something else that's happening today. We've got another event. It's the first annual Stew and Brew.
Exactly. So we're having a little bit of fun here tonight, expanding on a bit of the theme of Stew Cook-Off. But we're bringing in an evening element, which would bring in the brew. So we're featuring local beers from the two breweries located here in the market, Lowertown Brewery and Clock Tower Brewery. And we've got some spirits from Top Shelf, who not only are they a sponsor for the People's Choice Awards, but they're also located here, right here in the market. So we're mixing up a little bit of stew, a little bit of brew, DJs, you know, just kind of having some fun with an evening program. And that goes from 4 till 10 tonight under the same big top that we had stew all afternoon.
That's wonderful. Okay, so is there an age requirement for this?
No, it's in all ages, but you will have to show ID to get your bracelet if you want to have some brew.
Of course. That does sound like a lot of fun, okay. And can I ask you, Roseanne, so with events like this, I mean, obviously you're looking for people to come and participate, but how can people help you if they can't make it to Winterlude?
Well, they can always connect on our website or connect directly. We're on close on Coburg, 40 Coburg. The community house is on Beausoleil. You can come in, and volunteers and staff will welcome you. And any donation will be appreciated, obviously.
And sorry, how many people did you say you helped last year alone?
Well, just at if we look at the overall center, it's over 9,000 people that we've served.
My gosh.
Just a reminder that the community is about 14,000 people or 15,000 in a population. So it's a lot of people. At the community house where we're receiving the funds for, it was 1,500 people and 670 households per.
That's amazing. Great stuff, great stew. Thank you very much for being here, Yasna and Roseanne. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So much fun and much more to come right here on Rogers TV. We are in the Byward Market for Winterlude weekend number 2.
This program brought to you by Gabriel Pizza. Gabriel Pizza, home of the bigger, better pizza. Now available online at gabrielpizza.com. This program is brought to you in part by Kiwanis TV Bingo. You can watch Kiwanis TV Bingo Monday nights at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV or online at rogerstv.com.
Do you love food and discovering amazing new restaurants? Join us on Ottawa Eats as we explore some of the best and most popular places to eat in the city. From fine dining to food trucks, it's going to be delicious.
Hi, I'm Julie Dustin, and I'm a volunteer here at Rogers TV. I love working at Rogers TV because I'm learning the elements of television production and working with professional production crews. I've had fun on every single volunteer shift I've done because I've been challenged and I've learned something, and I've also enjoyed whatever the content of the show is that I'm working on.
And I'm Dylan Black. Okay, Winter Pride is happening this weekend, part of the Winterlude Festival. And of course, we say hello to some amazing people. Christian Garceau is with us, the festival director of Capital Pride. Good to have you here.
Hello, thank you.
That's
Thanks for having
beard,
us.
By the way, that beard looks warm.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's nice work.
My mother wants me to trim it.
Okay, Kimmy Diamond is here as well, Miss Capital Pride.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how do you get the title of Miss Capital Pride?
I competed for this title for Miss Capital Pride pageant, and yeah.
It's a bit windy out here, isn't it?
Yes,
it's a bit windy. Okay, get close to that beard over there. Keep you warm for sure. Okay, so Christian, can you tell us about the popularity of this summer edition of Capital Pride? Obviously, it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Absolutely. So we set out with a mandate to create the biggest, best, and most popular Capital Pride Festival ever in 2018. And based on the data, we did just that.
Yeah.
Last night we had our awards gala, and I said to everyone, we do this for you. We create events, and we push ourselves to create bigger and better events so that the whole queer community has really special and awesome things to come out to through the summer, and now we're doing it in winter.
Okay, so winter, it's a whole different season, obviously. Different things to contend with.
It gives you an opportunity for a lot of puns, like come out into the cold. and warm up with Capital Pride. But yeah,
see that.
absolutely. So it's great to have some programming in the winter.
Okay, tell me about all the activities. It's going to be a full weekend. It's been a full couple of days already.
It has, yes. We had the awards gala last night, which was amazing. Kimmy was there, of course, and we had Trinity, the Tuck from RuPaul's Drag Race, as well as Derek Barry do his Britney show. Tonight we have the famous Mado from Mado Cabaret in Montreal's Queer Village, and she'll be taking to the winter stage along with some local burlesque and boylesque from Toronto. And then tomorrow we're doing Adele, Madonna, and Beyonce. But not really. We're doing their best impersonators from Toronto.
Next best thing.
Yes, next best thing. And of course, all of our local drag kings, queens, and mix are going to come out for the party.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this, Kimmy. For those who don't know, what exactly is the differences? Drag queens, drag kings, and now it's called MX?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the differences?
Well, I feel like for drag queens, if you identify your character or your alter ego as a female, then you will be considered as the queen, and so as like the drag king, if your alter ego will be, identified as male, then you'll be a drag king.
Okay.
For MX, it's usually both ways. You're playing masculine and feminine, which is, they call it gender bender. Yeah, which they fall into category of MX.
Okay, now why do you do what you do?
I do drag, which is like drag queen.
Okay.
Yeah, drag queen.
Okay, so why is it so important for you to have events such as what's happening this weekend?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Why is it so important to have events like what's happening this weekend for you yourself personally?
Oh, well, since I'm the reigning queen, I had to participate everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Other than that, yeah.
Put me in the map, and yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's good to show myself out there and be supportive and be active to the community.
Yeah. And what will you be doing yourself this weekend?
I will be performing tomorrow. I will be performing tomorrow at the main stage, and so is the Tea Dance Grand Finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to run through the events one more time, Christian, for those who are interested. What exactly is taking place today, if people can make it out?
So tonight, come down to Spark Street, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., and we have the winter stage. Tomorrow night, from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m., we have Come Out and Play, so focus on getting out in the winter, moving around, and being active. Then tomorrow night, we have the drag show as well as the impersonators, Madonna, Adele, and Beyonce from Toronto.
Okay.
Sunday, we close off with the Commemorative March for the 50-year anniversary of the partial decriminalization of homosexuality, while pushing for all the work that lies ahead.
Okay.
And then we close up the weekend with a tea party, tea dance party on Spark Street, and of course, Kimmy will be there.
Okay. So where is the Madonna and Adele impersonators going
Bank
to be?
and Sparks.
So that's Bank
the
and
winter
Sparks.
stage at Bank and Sparks.
And the march is taking place where exactly?
Starts on Parliament Hill at noon and ends back at the winter stage about an hour later. It's about a 1 kilometer march we're doing.
Okay, so is it getting kind of busy, crazy now, having these two events every year? I mean, it must have taken you a lot of time to organize all of this.
Absolutely. We're a very nimble organization. We have a volunteer board of directors, and then we have myself as festival director, and then a wonderful, amazing team of volunteers and ops leads that I cannot say more positive things. They come out into the heat in the summer with us. They come out into the cold in the winter.
Kimmy, heat sounds good right now, correct? Because you look like you're freezing.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. More details on this, of course, OttawaCapitalPride.ca. Christian and Kimmy, thank you very much for being here. Awesome, and thank you so much for being here as always. Winterlude Weekend number 2. I'm Dylan Black.